In this video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of the lookalike audience feature that Facebook has. So again, here we are in the Business Manager, business.facebook.com. I'm going to go into one of my ad accounts again. Okay, so now that I'm in the ad account, I'm going to click over here on these business tools, the 9 little dots they've got. And now we're going to go to Audiences. So we see we've got it right up there in the shortcuts. We go to Audiences. So to make a lookalike audience, the first thing we've got to do is we're going to create a custom audience, because that's really what we want to essentially clone, are people who are like our custom audience. All right, so here we are. We've got our custom audience area, and we're going to click on this create an audience. And again, like I said, first thing we're going to do is create a custom audience. So if we click on that custom audience button, like that, there we go. Don't know why the internet is running so slow right now, probably because I'm videoing at the same time. But we've got all these different options right here. So we can create a custom audience from the website, because again, we've added our pixel to our website. Customer list, meaning we can upload our customer list. If you have an app, you can put code in your app. Video, obviously I showed you how to do that in the I think it was the Virtual Solutions Summit. And Instagram, lead forms, events, I mean, lots of different places that we can create a custom audience from. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to create it from a website. So it says, okay, include people who meet any of the following criteria: profit hacking solutions first pixel. And I'm going to say you can go back 180 days, so I want it to do 180 days. And I want people who visit specific web pages. Because I use this code on a lot of different websites, I don't want all of the websites. So I'm going to put bustoutthebigguns.com, which is my main website. So now what it's going to do is it's going to say, okay, we're going to find all of the people who visited bustoutthebigguns.com. And I'm going to create this. I'm going to call this PHS website. And then you simply click create audience. Now, because I've happened to have already done this, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. And I'm going to do, let's go excellium.com, because I want to show you everything that we're doing. I'm going to call this Excellium website. I click on create audience. Now it's going to start working in the background, and it's going to go through all the data that it's collected for the last 180 days and put all of those people in a custom audience for me, as long as that pixel's been on the website for the last 180 days. I've had it on there for years, so I know it's on there. If you just put it on today, it obviously can't go back 180 days because you just now put the pixel on. But what it's going to do is it's going to start tracking it from that day forward. But right here, I can go, hey, create a lookalike audience. So if I click on that, now it's going to say, okay, what's the source? Well, the source is that custom audience that I just created. So here it is. If I go to other sources, I can see Excellium website. I can go, that's the custom audience I want you to duplicate. Then it's going to say, where do you want it? Well, obviously I want it in the United States. And then it gives us this option, number of lookalike audiences. You can have it be really big. So I could get, 23.8 million people who look like the people who have visited the Excellium website, but they're going to be not as closely related. So if I go all the way down here to 1%, basically what that's telling Facebook is I want people who really look like people who visited that website. And that's going to be about 2.4 million people nationwide. So I can kind of play with that to figure out exactly how many I want. You might need to take it up a little bit higher because you don't want the full nation. You just want your location. Like if you're in Dallas, out of those 2.4 million people, what is that going to be? Maybe a couple 100,000, maybe you want a little bit bigger, so you go to 2%. because you want, 400,000 as opposed to 200,000. So that's where we really get to play around with that little button right there. And then we hit create audience. And then it's going to create that custom audience for us. Now, again, all of this is going to take time. It's going to take about a half hour to an hour. Let it work in the background. But basically, what all of this is going to do for you is when you go into your ad set, you can now select these custom audiences. You can select people who have visited your website. You can select the lookalike audience that you want to run your ad to. You can select people who've watched 25% of your videos and then create a lookalike audience and then run your videos to the lookalike audience. A lot of really fun stuff you can do, and I will tell you this right off the bat, Facebook is really good at giving you what you ask for. So if you tell Facebook, I want people who look like these people over here, they are going to give you people who look like those people over there. So use this tool, and it will help you get better leads at a lower cost, which is what we're all after. Any questions? Go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help in every way.